Alright. G'day there, ladies and ladians. Welcome back to our Dragon Quest IX Let's Play. It has been a bit because last week I was kind of busy, and this week on the day I usually stream, Wednesday for this, I'm also kind of busy, so I figured why not do it today, you know? And I know I don't normally do it in about an hour, but why not, you know? So, let's get straight to it. At the moment, I believe, yeah, I have Captain 34 and we're level 33, so we can still try and destroy a few more of the killing machines. I think we've done about 7. So, let's go and find a few more. God, these guys are nasty as well. Because they summon up the Q slimes and then they're just like immortal forever. It's what caused us to get rid of the warrior. Because we have leveled. I'll just double check that I'm not having any cheats enabled. Yeah, just the gold one, which is fine. The gold times 4 is intended, so that's not anything to be worried about. But yeah, how is everyone today? Hope you're having a good day. You know, I bet, well, given my stream statistics, you're probably watching this in the future. So, you know, how was your day? Alright, so I believe we can go one attack. And then we go 2 block and spear. We don't have much in terms of MP, but this is the most reliable method. That's 8. So we just gotta do that again. We'll go back, rest up, and then do that 2 more times. Then we'll be good to continue on. Also, hopefully we'll be level 34 by the time we complete this. Alright, so we need 2 more kill machines. Come on. I can meet anyone in this area. There we go. Alright, good. He doesn't have any backup, so we don't need to worry about that. Hello there, Mediasus. Did I destroy it? No, we need to destroy it. For our quest. We need to do 1 more robot. How about that? Then we can not destroy them. So, we'll go back and rest up and do the cycle again. But how are you today? I guess it's night time for you, eh? So, hope you're having a good night. And I think you got Legends ZA, right? Are you enjoying it? It's okay if you're not. Also, yeah, I'm sorry I haven't really been checking out your channel too much. It's just a lot easier if it's like a live stream, I can just randomly pop in. But, you know, having to, you know, watch all the videos of the community, it's a lot, you know. I am finished today, starting the online, I'm guessing that's grind, for the Grid Ninja tonight. That means you got the online as well. Because you can't get Mega starters without the online in ranked mode. Which I'm kind of curious about how ranked is going to work. Like, I don't know how competitive that game would be. The battling system of that game seems kind of clunky, from what I've seen. So I don't know what the meta is going to be like. Excellent, we've got to level 34 and we've completed that quest. Like, I would get it, but I don't want to. Not to go too much on a rant today, but I don't think it's a good game. If you really want to see me rant, you can check out the last live stream I did. Near the end of it I was ranting, but I also turned it into like about a 20-minute vid. The battling is actually the best part. Gotta be a lot of toxic spikes happening in the meta. Yeah, I imagine that the battling is the best part, but even then, I'm guessing it's not that great. Or at least it could have been better. Because like, when you send out a Pokemon, they do their little animation, right? So you can't really attack straight away. I mean, I guess it's okay, but... so we need to talk to Buckler. And I imagine, like, you know, maybe some small Pokemon would be meta because that'd be harder to hit or something, right? Where was Buckler at? I'm just glad this has real battles other than the story ones. I guess I get what you mean. Yeah, like, I'm guessing the story battles are, like, pretty easy, right? Especially with, like, you being able to sneak up on them. There we go, there's Buckler. Yeah, like, the battling is probably the best part of the game, let's be honest, right? But it could still be drastically improved. And so if that's the best part, then I think overall the game is kind of garbage. Wait, so did he give us? There we go. So, while this is in our inventory, we do not need to worry about crits anymore. Anytime we would be hit by a crit, we instantly block it instead. Which is excellent. Now we can continue on. Like, the visuals in that game are garbage, right? You got false reflections. So, like, you'd have reflections of buildings even though they're not there. You would have kind of the buildings clip into each other a bit, so it's not really seamless. There's a bunch of, like, pop-in, right? Like, with the Switch and Switch 2 version. Like, I feel like we deserve better. And I am curious about the battling system, right? I imagine it would be pretty fun. But I don't want to support Pokemon at this point. The Tyranitar fight almost cost me Joy-Cons. Oh, jeez. It's not like a motion sensitivity or anything, is it? Or is it like maybe Joy-Con drifts kind of thing? But I don't feel like supporting internet and Pokemon at the moment. Which is really awkward, because like, I'm a Pokemon fan. And yet, I do not want to play their latest Pokemon game. I mean, I didn't play Scarlet and Violet either. The last main one I did was Sword and Shield. And I kinda like that, and it was like, okay. But I would have liked a better post-game. And obviously better story, voice acting, better animations. You know, the list goes on, but like, it was mediocre. I kind of forgot that we battled this guy first. So, let's get rid of the backup. Oh, the one on the right was taking the one on the middle damage. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how we go. The best way to summon up is to Switch exclusive DLC for X and Y. I wouldn't really call it that. Like, just even looking at the size of the map, right? You've got... What is it? Like, people have like timed it so it's like about 6 or 7 minutes between... from one side to the other. Like, that's the entire game? And it all looks the same? Like, what are we doing, you know? Once we get rid of this armor, we'll heal up. Okay, it might be a good idea to heal up anyway. We might need our bounce belt. Okay, we gotta start bounce. So that we can... Magic Mirror. The only thing is that we don't have too much MP. Alright. We'll heal up. No! Didn't mean for that, I meant for heal. This is not good. Need to heal. Like, I would rather take just X and Y again than ZA. If I'm being honest. I wouldn't really call it DLC for it. I don't know, I can go into a full rant if you want, but that's gonna be kind of depressing for everyone. Okay, so it seems like Hootingham Gore is very intelligent, and so he's not casting spells while we have the bounce. But now we don't have it, so now he's casting spells. Okay. Good to know. Okay, we'll go for another heal, and then we'll just lay on the hands. Like, I can go into a full-on rant if you'd like, but I don't know, if you've enjoyed the game, I'm not really going to be able to convince you too much. I don't want to spoil any of the story, but it gets very X and Y heavy at the end. I don't really care about the story, I'm not going to buy the game. And I doubt if people are coming to this stream, they are really here for Pokemon news, so I don't mind if you spoil it. Okay, we need to heal. The thing is, his spells deal so much damage. My boy AZ, he dies? Finally! He's like immortal! Okay, he does so much damage. So what we gotta do is not use our Boulder Toss. We gotta go for Magic Mirror so that Hootingham Gore always does the basic attack. That should work. You cried? Fair enough. I mean, I cry to, I guess, a lot of things. I'm very... I know it may not sound it, but I'm very, like... Oh. Neat. I'm very, like, I guess, empathetic, and it's easy for me to get attached. So I cry pretty easily as well. I know, like, I'm, like, you know, kind of harsh at the moment, but, you know, I can be pretty sensitive. So we gotta go down by the tree. Alright, I might need to rest up at a different chapel so that we don't need to do this again. Sorry for swearing. Yeah, that's fine. But it was such a wild way to end the game. Really, second the credits stop. So I don't know too much about the story, but I imagine that the energy that, you know, was keeping AZ alive was Infinity Energy from Xerneas and Yveltal. That's what kept him alive for so long, right? So I'm guessing in order to stop all the Rogue Mega Evolutions or something like that, you had to once and for all end all the Infinity Energy from the previous weapon attack, which would include AZ and Floette. Like, I've seen the Mega Evolution designs, including, you know, some perhaps spoiler ones. So, I imagine something in that battle was like, yeah, the only way to end it. Oh, I did not mean to do that. You know? But, if I'm being honest, the story of Pokemon isn't probably going to be that good. Like, maybe I'll just watch a YouTube video about it later or something. It's just that a lot of the focus at the moment is on the actual game. And I can't be bothered to play that game, you know. If it was $5, sure, why not? But 70 US dollars is like 100 Australian dollars or so. And it's not worth it. Like, so we may as well just save here so that surprisingly, I think it was cancer. They spread the whole game emphasizing his coughing. Huh. Really? So I guess it's something along the lines of his energy was starting to fade? So not quite Infinity Energy then. You know, that's still like... I didn't mean to do that. Okay. One sec. Yeah, so I mean, you can tell me about the spoilers. I don't really care. You know, like, if I'm playing the game, right? It's not for the graphics. It's not for the story. It's not really for the Pokemon. I don't really care about the Mega Evolutions there. The only reason I would play the game would be to experience the battling system. And to me, that isn't a good enough reason to buy a game. I mean, if I were to play it, I'd probably just be poking a lot of fun at it, and I wouldn't be having a good time. Right, we need to get our antidotes. Because of the outbreak, I think it made him worse, and since we do the hero thing, he's like, peace out. Gotcha, yeah, so... So what was causing all the issues with Gloomios? And, do they ever explain why certain Pokemon are able to Mega Evolve? Because, like, why didn't, say, Starmie get Mega Evolution before, you know? Like, is it something in their DNA, or wrong place at the wrong time kind of thing? Because that'd be great. Okay, so, plan. We don't worry too much about the armors. We just focus on Hooting and Gore. We go for Bounce Spell. And then we hope we take out the rest of his goons. Alright. Magic Mirror. We outspeed. I think that's like a pretty nasty ability that he's got, but it doesn't work on Celestian, so we're fine. So as long as he does that, we should be okay. Now, it's going to take a long time to destroy them using Multi-Fist, so we're just going to focus on one at a time. Okay, maybe we'll go Multi-Fist. That's not good. Alright. This is a really rough battle. But once we can get rid of the Harmers... Okay, that's what it does. It reduces our spell resistance. Which isn't too bad as long as we are reflecting. But we need to take out the Harmers. Yeah, so he's not casting any offensive spells while we got the bounce. Which means that we are on a time-sensitive theme because we got very low MP. Okay, this is a rough battle. We learn AZ, but another counter weapon, and Flirt is the key. It's a rebirth weapon, and Flirt gets corrupted by the energy being out of AZ's care so long, so we have to team up with Zygarde. Huh. Why did he get another weapon though? Like just a backup Doomsday weapon? And Flirt is the key. It's a rebirth weapon. So, did he... I'm guessing he wanted to try and bring back all the people he destroyed? Is that the rebirth weapon? Trying to correct... Yeah, gotcha. Okay. That's interesting. I think we might be losing the martial artist here. I don't think we're strong enough. Because what's our strategy? Just... The Hammers are going to be protecting Hooting and Gore. So it's easy to hit them with Multi-Fist. If they reduce our defense, it's kind of GG. But we need to do it quickly enough so that we don't run an MP for our Magic Mirror. Because Hooting and Gore's spells are going to be nasty, especially if we can lower our resistance. So, I think we do the same kind of thing, where we go Magic Mirror, and then we immediately go for Multi-Fist. Hopefully destroy the Hammers quickly. And then we can set up like one more, maybe 2 more Magic Bounce against Hooting and Gore, and we should be fine. So we need to get rid of the Carmors. Magic Mirror. Yeah, luckily unluckily he's very intelligent, so he's not going to cast any spells if it's going to be bounced. And it turns out Lysandra's alive, and a good guy now, yes. Team Flares, man, everyone hates them because of all the stuff in X and Y, which I mean, come on Team Flare, you know what you do. Yeah! But like, Mabel is like, just chilling there, right? Isn't she like X Flare? I kind of forget what happened to Lysandra in X and Y. What's crazy is, they gave Pyro a Mega Evolution, but in X and Y his Mega is Gyarados. Like, it doesn't even look that good, but still. She's the Professor now, half the cast of Team Flare cast outs. Right, okay. But yeah, like, none of the Megas particularly look good. The only ones that I kind of like are Ember and I think Phalanx wasn't too bad. Everything else kind of garbage, I think. Alright, this is our final attempt, so if we lose on this, then we've got to switch to Paladin, and that'll be our final chance. Dang it. Yeah, as soon as the spell, as the reflection goes down, it's instant spells. So this is a tough battle. Phalanx is just Voltron and his Trainer's Dope, so far I only have 1 new Mega on my team because the Victory Bell is insane for damage. Yeah, I mean it's probably good, but it looks goofy as hell. Alright, that Karma's really gonna wreck us, so we gotta quickly destroy it. But he's got his defense up. Because even Hooting and Gore's basic attacks deal so much. Oh, dang it. Okay, we're down to our last life. We are down to our last life, ladies and gentlemen. So, depending on how the Paladin goes, this might be the final boss of the run. Okay, well, good thing about Paladin is that we can equip better armor because martial artists don't have good access to armor. So that's something, and they will have naturally have higher defense and stuff, so we'll have less speed, but depending on the situation, that might not matter. But yeah, Ember is like decent. Phalanx is okay. None of the other ones, like, they're all kind of just goofy, aren't they? Alright. Into the Paladin we go. So, let me... hold up. I probably should have just done this before, but it's whatever. And one sec, I gotta turn my alarm. Okay. I apologize for that. But we can just put that kind of there for now. No. Alright, we'll just delete that. There we go. Good enough. You know, it's not an exact science, but it's whatever. Let's see. So, Meganium and Skarmory upset me the most, and I think Frostlass was supposed to be Gigantamax. Yeah, like, it just gets tall. It's like, that's what we've waited so long for, you know? And Meganium is, like, that's what we get. Skarmory gets yellow and a bunch of talons. And then Starmie just gets, like, legs, which... Part of the Starmie's design, right, is that the front and the back can rotate freely. But now that it's got legs, like, extra long legs, there is canonically an upside down, or a right side up version of Starmie. Like, before you could argue that any side could be the correct side. But now there's canonically an upside down version of Starmie available. Alright. So, because we technically hadn't issued before, we gotta make sure that we have 6 points remaining. Our defense is going up. And it won't take too long for us to level it up. So, let's check out the equipment. What if we did Starmie the long way? Yeah. Like... And then Chandelure is just more Chandelure? Like... Okay. 144... There we go. Mirror armor, so we can reflect spells. This is good. I believe the pants were the best ones here. Yep. That's good. Alright, looking good. And like, Pyro's right, Pyro's Mega Evolution. So Pyro's, like, I've only seen the male version, but the, you know, it's supposed to be like the Fire Blast kind of symbol, right? And then they're just like, you know what, we'll do that, but a little bit more. Like, we'll just add another symbol like that on top. Like, it doesn't get, you know, like longer claws or anything, or... Probably go to Bloomingdale. For the sake of it, we're just going to enable a cheat to have high EXP. That should be okay. So this should help us level up pretty quickly. From level 1 to level 16. Great. And because it's a paladin, we should have more MP, so it's not too bad. Cool. Extra defense is always great. I don't know, like, I could go on a bit more of a rant, but I don't really feel like I need to. Did get shiny Alpha Litleo today, though, and it's a cutie. Yeah, it's good that they are shiny so that, you know, you can play it for a bit longer, I guess. And the Alphas are just like in Legends Arceus, right? Where they've got like, what, maybe an egg move, better IVs, and they're just bigger. We could probably get to Batsurag. Hopefully this doesn't get us too high in level. It should be okay. $26, good. Not as scary as I thought it was gonna be. We're looking pretty good. I think we've got an additional 80 defense from last time we were martial artists. So looking pretty good. They're also usually are much higher level, like in Arceus. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, like if I was to play it, it would only be for the combat. And just from what I've seen, it looks to be pretty clunky. You know, like, it's great if you're enjoying it, but I'm probably not going to enjoy it. So, with Paladin we got higher HP, we got higher defense, and we got more MP. So I'm liking our chances here. We'll just play it safe and battle around here. Because we don't want to get over level 34. Level 32? We're almost there. Paralyzed? That's not great. So we may not be as fast, but our defense should be pretty high. level 33, we just need one more. We weren't kamikaze. Oh boy. There we go. So, from just being Paladin, compared to Martial Artist, we've got an additional 10, 30, 60, so that's extra 100 resilience, and extra 80 HP. We don't really care that much about the magical mending. So extra 100 resilience, or defense, and extra 80 HP. Which is excellent. So. Okay, this should be enough to get us there. Ah, oh, we jumped. That's not good. I should have played it a bit more careful. We'll just go from here, alright? Like, sure, it's a run over technically, but you know, you do what you can. So, we still got all our stuff. I missed it. Don't worry about it. Like, we kinda just ended the run because we overleveled accidentally, but you know, we'll just see how we go with it. I kinda want to see this through. I don't want to get eliminated just because of a lapse in judgment. But look at that, we got 432 health. Which is insane. So, let's go ahead and go back and just compare our stats to the martial artist so we know what we're dealing with. Now, reminder, we would have upgraded the martial artist from the paladin skills, but we can at least see at around this level, we are one level higher, how the paladin stats compare to the martial artist. But yeah, that's technically the run over. Because we cannot unlock any other vocation or anything. I know that there's Sage and Luminary there, but we basically cannot unlock them. So, martial artist. You know, HP 398, Strength 206, Resilience 250, fair enough. Paladin, 432 HP, 197 Strength, but 299 Resilience. So, a little bit less strong, more defense, and more health. Obviously less agility. And then everything else, the only thing that really matters is the MP. Getting 68 MP means that we can keep the bounce going for a long time, and we're not in a rush. We've also got the mirror armor, so we have a chance to deflect spells even when we don't have the ability up. So, we should be good. But, if you want to go ahead, you can give me a prediction of if we'll be able to beat this guy, or if we will fail. At this point in the game, the herbs aren't going to do much. But they're kind of just there for more support. Alright. We are stronger than the last time we came here. See, we managed to deflect it using the mirror armor. We don't even take any damage from those. Well, we get one. But this is good. Now we can focus on multi-fist. Comet Punch! See, that's what I'm worried about, the Helm Splitter. It's gonna lower our defense. So, once we take out the Carmors, they shouldn't be able to deal that much damage. And think of it this way, last time we had a defense lord and Hurricane Gore attacked, it was doing about 30. This time he's doing about 6. So we're very bulky. However, our defense has just decreased a fair bit, so we need to really destroy the Carmors. In fact, we could probably just go for a Boulder Toss. Alright. Hiya! Nice! Now we don't need to worry about them. I'm going to just defend until our defense resets. Okay, now he's gonna go for spells. Also, what's our paladin skills? Oh. Neat. Yikes. Let's check out how much our... Oh. I forgot that we got a buff. Okay, we don't actually heal for much. But once our defense resets, we can heal up and then we can take control of the fight. Return to normal. There we go. And our spell resistance, which is excellent. Which means now we can just heal up and then start fisting this out. See, this, I'm using his own intelligence against him, which is great. Okay, so he's now going to cast some spells. Yikes. I guess he decreased our spell resistance a fair bit. But that should last us for a bit. We'll do one more, then we'll just focus on healing while our magic barrier is going to reset. Alright. Because while he's not doing too much damage, we can heal up a little bit, you know? Good thing we got so much health. And we're surprisingly fast. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. We'll do one more, then we're gonna heal up. Alright, let's heal up while we can. Also, it would be great if we got a coup de grace. Yep, thought so. Oh yeah, we managed to deflect it. Hehehe. Good, good. We're doing good. We just gotta keep it up. There we go! We did it! Okay, luckily we didn't level up from that. So, if we're willing to look over that, you know, level thing, we should be okay. I forgot how much of a pain he was. So. Boss defeated number. We have defeated 15. Which means our level cap is now 36. So, let's go back and heal up. And then, do it again. Now, luckily, against the last guy, Gorsby Purvis, we have that shield skill. So he's basically got a guaranteed critical attack, but it's got low accuracy, like a dynamic punch. But we've got our shield manual, which turns any critical hit into a block. So his guaranteed attack is going to be a guaranteed block. And that's the scariest thing about him. Because he can just randomly crit out of nowhere. I mean, they all can, but he's got a dedicated thing for it. Alright. We are now in the Gittingham Palace. So I forget which way was the correct way, but we're just going to the left for now. Not exactly looking forward to the next few boss battles. Don't tell me this is the correct way. I think it might be. Well, I'll go back for a bit later. Oh no. The mini medal. We can't really fall down, can we? No. Oh, we fall down here. One of these is definitely going to be a mimic, isn't it? Nope. He's a bit wide. Yep. Hey. A book. Yeah, so here's questline to become a sage. But in order to do it, you need to defeat some enemies in the next area with basically a spell from the mage class. Since we've already used up the mage class, we cannot get the sage. So, maybe if we get to the DLC, we can, post-game, we can unlock the other vocations and kind of go from there. There are mimics in this game. We just haven't really seen any. Okay. So, in fairness, I will not be grinding to level 36 for this God's purpose, just to make it a bit more balanced. Which side to go in? We'll go to this side. Whatever. Because I'm thinking if we manage to get to the post game, maybe we just go back through all the vocations and make one super soldier. And then see kind of what we can do with that. Because it is basically DLC. Like, you needed internet to be able to get it, kind of thing. But through the power of Action Replay, we can unlock that content. Dang it. So, I believe it's all content I've never actually been able to do before, because I've never had it. So that'll be interesting. A dark shield. Is it cursed? Oh. Hello. Extra 1% block chance, always great. It's probably cursed, but that's fine. No, not cursed. Interesting. What about the... Yeah, that's definitely cursed. So, now our blockchain is at 11%, and I believe our evasion is about 4% total. So, we've got about 50% chance to ignore any attack that does damage. These toads are too massive. Now we're poisoned. Okay, so hopefully we can unlock like a shortcut or something. Or... There we go. A healing spot just before, I'm guessing, the final boss. So, let's make sure we got our herbs up. Excellent. Just need to watch out so we don't get ambushed. And what I do, I get right into it. This guy was nasty before, so let's get out of here. Right. Tell you what, the quality of life I'd like is the ability to turn off monsters. That would help. Okay. We got a few paths to go to. So... That's probably the main way. And so since it's the main way, we go this way. Ooh, shooter skill. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we're in our final vacation, so we may as well use up all our seeds. Seed of life. Extra free health. Seed of skill, I mean, may as well. Seed of deafness. It's not gonna matter too much. Especially at that amount of deafness. But, the Seed of Strength. Always useful. We got any others? Say the magic, that's not gonna do anything. Oh, maximum MP. Okay. Agility? Sure, why not? Sorcery, we don't need that. Healing? Sure. And see the defense, I see that. Every little bit helps. Okay, so what's up here then? Alright, we'll go down, heal up, and then we're good to go. Alright, boss battle time. Who's ready? We'll worry about him later. So, there's the man himself, Gorsby Purvis. Tortoiseshell. A mini medal. We can probably catch him in at some point. Alright. Round 1. Here comes Gorsby Purvis. Of the House of Git. So it should be pretty straightforward, we just go multi-fist. We're doing good so far. See, that's the attack. And it was a crit, but we dodged it. But even if we didn't dodge it, we would have blocked it. So he can get pretty nasty. I was gonna say, we're gonna do this without taking any damage. But it looks like we took some. But it's too bulky for this. Hey, we finally got our coup de grace, so... yeah. It's a really good coup de grace. Basically, it gives your entire team protect for 1 to 2 turns. Which is huge. When you got, 4 people. When it's just me, it's not that impactful. So ideally, if you have a team of paladins, and someone always has the coup de grace, you're gonna be good, because you're immune to like everything. For the entire team. And it's got priority. Also, the person that does the coup de grace gets, or maybe it's not a team-wide thing. It might just be a protect and enrage at the same time. It's been a while. But now we actually take no damage for like 1 or 2 turns. Which is so good. It's like one of the best coup de grace in the world. Or in the game. I mean, that lasted longer than I expected. So yeah, I think, you know, with everyone having, like, say, max stats, right, from seeds, like constant grinding of seeds, the only main difference is what equipment you can equip, like in terms of armor, and your coup de grace. I guess I'll see your spells. And, yeah, because, like, all the other stats would be maxed out, so it's only those things that really matter. So getting Paladin with the coup de grace is like one of the best ones. I'd say Paladin, Priest, maybe Warrior's pretty good. Minstrel is like also very good. This fight's almost too easy. But I'll take it. It's just a bit tedious. There we go. He was actually a bit of a champ. We didn't need that time after all. Alright, so that's another one down. Excellent. He's talking about how much of an honor it was to battle me. Meanwhile, I basically took like no damage and used a cheat skill. Well, we don't even need to heal up after that. We're good to go. Alright, now for the real boss battle. I probably should have grinded, but it should be fine. We'll see how we go after the first round. So yeah, Aquil's like a triple agent, so now he's revealing himself to be actually on our side. Gotta say, this is better than anything Pokemon's animating. Do we step in? We do not. Alright. King Godwyn, I'm not looking forward to because he's got 2 phases. So, Let's see how we go. Alright, I believe he's a bit more of a spellcaster, so going for Magic Mirror isn't too bad. Or maybe he does something else? Tell you what though, he hurts. Not looking forward to this battle because he's doing so much damage to us. I don't know how we counter this, like... He might be that guy. He might be that strong. The guy out front was a chump, but that guy was like a super boss. So we can get 2 levels in. That'll give us a bit more defense, a bit more strength, a bit more HP. It's not gonna be easy. So let's just go back to maybe Swine Dimples. Turn on my XP cheat and hopefully we don't overlevel. Because that was nasty. I hate... I don't know what I could do. Hopefully this doesn't last too much. Like, typically at this stage in the game, right? I'm usually around... say... like 40? Okay, excellent. Okay. So we got better health, better strength, better defense. Not by much, but we'll take it. You know, if we can reduce all his damages down to about 28 or so. It's not gonna be great, but it's gonna be something. The thing is, I don't know how he survives that and then the second phase of him. So this might be the actual roadblock of the challenge run. We'll try again. Then we'll try again, I guess. So we'll try 2 more times. But here's a question for anyone that's watching. If I fail, right? For the sake of it, do you want me to go full power? As in like I forget the actual path, but I think it was this way. As in like I go back to warrior, I boost up the stats. I go back to minstrel and thief and, you know, basically all the classes that we've skipped over. Get a bit of a boost and see if I can do it solo. I'll go back to paladin, but we gotta go down, don't we? But I could try that. Or should I just kind of can it and call it there? Actually, I forget which way we're going. Oh yeah, we're going here. I don't know. I mean, I could go either way, but I think for the most part, if I fail against this guy, That's the challenge over. Gotta make sure that XP cheat is off in case I do manage to beat him. But he's looking to be pretty tough. I thought we were doing pretty good in terms of our stats. You know, like Gillespie Purvis wasn't easy. And I've never had an easy fight against him. But Godwin was just doing like stacks of 30 each hit. Even these guys do nothing. I feel like he is the kind of boss that's a lot easier when you have a team. I don't know, what are we kind of thinking here? I know that someone's watching. Right. Let's try this again, shall we? We got a little bit more of a boost of stats. So let's see how much damage he really deals to us. Okay, good damage. We got speed. That's still a lot of damage. And it doesn't seem to do anything else. I have an idea. We'll go with a Kabuff, a thin air attack. Rude. Ow! That does like, what, magic damage? So, luckily we've got Wizard Ward. It doesn't do magic damage either. I can't block it then. Like, there's no way I can build around that. We are definitely not going to win this battle. Even if we could buff ourselves, he's just going to reset it. Like, that does so much damage. Doing 37 a pop, so that's like 74. Is it a set damage move? Is that why he's strong? Because he's doing a set damage? I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we can beat this guy. Even if we went full on with all the vocations, everyone chipping in to give us a boost, I don't know if we're gonna beat him. Like, we could probably spend a fair amount of time doing alchemy stuff, maybe get a little bit better equipment. But if it's set damage, it doesn't matter. I feel like he does set damage. Because we increase our defense a bit. We even tried Kabuff and Wizard Ward, which should boost our defense and magical resilience. But he was still doing the same amount of damage with that attack. So it's neither physical nor magic. So I'm guessing it's a set damage. Which should explain why it's easier as a group. Because instead of building one super soldier, you build, 4 as a team. And if he's doing the same amount of damage, then you can just kind of heal. That's busted if it's set damage though. Like, there's no real way for me to build around this. Like, sure, I got evasion and block chance, but that's not going to be enough. I would basically just have to outspeed and attack him before he kills me. And given that he's a bit of a tough boss, he's not even the final boss, but given that he's a tough boss, and he's got a second stage, like, alright, we try one more time. We'll just go for it, and probably just end the challenge on there. At the very least, I want to try defending. See if it does the same amount of damage through defending. Not that it really matters, because, like, the more we defend, the less we are attacking. But like, if I wanted to do this challenge again in the future, I don't know what I'll do differently. Like, I would have to make it so that the level cap applies to all vocations and I could keep switching back to them. That way I could get even stronger. But even if I got all the, like, the rest of the warrior, minstrel, ranger, thief and all that, I doubt it's gonna be enough. Because we already maxed out martial artist and paladin. I guess if we maxed out gladiators that would be something as well, but I'm not looking at Aussie. Yeah. I think this is the end. So let's try to defend. Okay. So what, do we just block and spiel? But he can just keep doing that and we're, like, never going to defeat him because we don't have enough MP. And anything we do here can just reset. Yeah, like, if we could just... Yeah, that's good. But if we could just buff ourselves, we could do something. But the fact that he can, like, purge or benefits and detriments means that we can't buff. Not effectively. We need him to keep doing the thin air attack, at least. Or for her to keep bouncing the spell. But our Hulk's gonna run out at some point. At this point, it's just a matter of seeing how lucky we are. Oh, now he's enraged. And he can do a Kafuz as well? Like, I don't know how we build around this guy. And there goes the entire run. Well, like, that guy's busted, and he's still got a second phase. Like, I think that build was okay, right? Like, having the multi-fist, the boulder toss, the evasion chance from the fisticuff was so good. Then having shield, I think we did okay with our vocation pathing. Maybe it could have been a little bit better here and there, but overall, I don't think it was that bad. It's just that boss, King Godwyn, such a difficulty spike for this challenge run. Yeah, I don't think there's much else I could have done that would be different. You know, if I get extra health and strength from the Gladiator and the Warrior and stuff, that could be something, but I feel like he's got such a large enough health pool that no matter what, it comes down to luck. It's more of a case of like, how much luck can I do? It would also be great if I could get some better healing herbs, but I don't really know any like better herbs. So I don't know, if people really want me to like make a super soldier out of Ladies Man, I can, but that's going to be it for the entire run. So, I would like to thank you for watching. You've, this is what, episode 28? So, you've been here for a fair bit, and you've seen the highs and the lows. But unfortunately, I have failed my challenge run. Which means I am able to free it up for another game. So, that'll be something. But, yeah, this is one of my favourite games of all time, but I was not able to complete my challenge run with it. So, I apologise, but I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.